Mudtooth, I challenge you to a duel. I win, I get control of the Crazy Seven. Here I'm thinking in my own mind, this seems like a pretty one-sided deal. So I shouted back, what do I get if I win? Man in Black just stood there for a moment, staring me down, not saying a word. But then he let out a chuckle and said, not much chance of that happening, but I'll tell you what, you can have my hat. Now let me tell you, this was no ordinary hat. It was something special I could tell even from that distance. I ain't never seen a hat that fancy before, and not seen one that fancy since. Sounded like a pretty good deal, I figured. So we squared up. The sun was in my eyes, sweat upon my brow, and I just stared at that man. And he stared right on back, all intense like. We turned our backs and took our 10 paces. And just when I was about to turn and pull my gun, I heard the man scream out in pain, and the bang, bang, bang. Oh, I didn't know what happened, but checked my facilities, and I was still solid. No holes present, not at all. Then I looked over at the man in black, and he was doing the tango with 2 nasty-looking deadwood. Now don't you forget, the rest of the Crazy Seven were with me, and they handled the deadwood fast as you could say sarsaparilla. Afterwards, the man in black looked at me with those piercing eyes and said, y'all could have left me for dead, but you didn't. I thought there were no good folks still left out here. I just chuckled and said, you ain't gonna find many good folks if you go wandering around threatening to kill them. A look of surprise washed over the man in black's face, and then he smiled and asked if he could join us. I told him, sure thing, but we can't call ourselves the Crazy Seven no more. And from that day forth, we would forever be known as the Crazy 8. Oh, nothing, I suppose. Truth be told, I was out looking for scrap one day and found about half dozen of these here hats in the dumpster. Hard to imagine someone would have wanted to get rid of them. Anyways, I got a hat to spare, and I'm feeling a mite bit generous today, traveler. Now, what can I do for you?